Here we go. East versus Cottage Grove. Got Nolan, Hudson, and Christian Squish with Leo and Easton Crimson out there. Got Easton Lair in net. Started off in the, what is this, the Wolfpack, I think? In their zone. Pulled down by Easton, hand pass. Comes the Wolfpack on Leo's side. They'll dump it deep and chase it. Easton picks it up from our corner. Looking to get it to Christian. It's up there on a second effort. Christian will dump and get a line change. There's Hudson all alone. Graham off the bench. Graham on the forecheck. Nice job, Graham. Wins that battle. Dump it to the far side. Moline getting over there. Dump it back over to Graham's side. Wolfpack able to skate it out. Oscar on the left. Mason on the right. Over to Mason's side. Ben Lewis at the point here. Nice job, Ben Moline, to win that. Get it over to Graham. Graham hits Ben Lewis. Grayson, or sorry, it's still Moline, but I saw a 5. It's a 15. Oh. The point now. Gio deflected off his stick and out of play. All right, Henry on the draw, Sam and Grayson out there with him. Got Leo on D, Gio on left D. Here's Leo. Gets it to Sam. Sam, centering pass, high. Gio to Henry. Moves it towards the net. Grayson. Leo from the point. Puts a shot. Blocker save. That'll make it. Nope, held in by Gio. Sammy will dump it around, let everybody get back in the zone. Grayson harassing. Sam pokes it away for a moment. Good job, Sammy. Leo, looking for Henry. Goes into the Wolfpack zone. Sammy on the forecheck. Oh, errant pass there, ends up on Sammy's stick. Henry, he'll dump it. Go for a line change. Christian's out there now. Wolfpack rushing on Leo's side. Fan on the shot. Centering pass finds Nolan. Nolan making a rush over to Hudson. Nolan on center. Squish trailing. Squish. Comes out on Oscar's side. Hudson coming to help. Not able to clear. Crimson will pick it up, drop it for Oscar. It's Oscar behind our net. Over to Hudson's side. Wolfpack centering pass, too strong. Christian able to chip it out, he'll chase it. Nice job, Christian on the forecheck, forces the bad pass. Easton able to dump it in. Moline out there. Here comes the Wolfpack with some speed. On Mason's side. Shot. Save. Easton. Mason looking for Ben Lewis. Intercepted there. Wolfpack. Shot wide. That'll float all the way over to Graham's side. Graham. Moline deflects the pass. Gio into the corner. Uh-oh. Nice save, Easton. Back behind our net, Gio. From Mason's side. Get it in from the point shot. No, it's underneath you. Oh, it's underneath Easton. He didn't see it. Ah, guys, struggling here. Get it out. Let's get it out, boys. Nice movement. Wow. All right, Wolfpack's really turned it on here. No call. Gio battling. Nice job, Gio. Won it. Needed some help. To the point. Skates it to center. Shot. Nice save, Easton. We're going to get a high stick. So we get a puck. Send it over to Graham's side, and we're finally able to clear. That'll be icing. Henry on the draw. Over with Sammy and Grayson. It's Easton. On Sammy's side. They'll float deep. They chip it over to Grayson's side. Gets it back to, try to get it back to Leo. Here's Leo. Shot. Covered. We're going to face off in the Wolfpack zone. Draw comes back to Leo. Leo, shot. Ooh, I think he hit Grayson, who was on the ground for a moment. Crimson shot blocked. Henry wins that back. Tips it back to Easton. All right, getting a little pressure on now. Over to the far side, nobody there. Come on, guys, play your position. Henry. There you go. Oh, make a pass, buddy. Sides. Here comes Wolfpack as we get a line change. Nolan breaks up the rush. Sammy rushing. Sammy out there with Nolan and Squish. Wolfpack dumps it. We'll chase. Behind the net now is Oscar. Leaves it for Gio. Gio up the boards to Sammy. Sammy hits Nolan. Nolan rushing. Squish on his left. Nice job, Squish. And here comes the Wolfpack. Nolan back checking. Nice job. As Wolfpack dumps and goes for a line change. Oscar. Up the boards for Squish. Squish touches it, so no icing. Mason on, sorry, that's Hudson on the forecheck. That's a 7 out of 2. To the point now for, nope. We collect it and skate it fast. Graham getting back, go and hook him. Gio, shot. Ooh, close one. Back in our zone now. Let's save Easton. From the far side for Graham. Behind the net for Moline. Moline looking for options. Cuts past one Wolfpack, or whatever they're called. Up to Graham. Overskated it there. Shot goes off of Oscar's leg. Oscar takes the body. Mason chips it to the other corner. Sending pass, kicked aside by Easton, Blair. Lewis tried to clear, no luck. Shot from the point, hits Easton in the belly. I think you saw that one already. So 5:26 left in the first. 0-0. Spinning back and forth. We'll take that. Leo will take it. To Grayson, a little long for Grayson. Leo will try again. Long pass to Sammy. Sammy across the line, fans on it, tried to dump it. Wolfpack making a rush now on Mason's side. They'll dump and chase. Leo over to Grayson's side as Wolfpack dumps it back in traffic. Grayson gets tripped. Now Henry trips somebody. I guess we're not calling those tonight. This long pass, Mason's side. Nice movement. Mason chips it ahead. Nothing but green there. Shot, or centering pass, I should say. Floats long. Held at the point. Mason challenging in the corner. Back to the point. Grayson challenging. Wide open. Sammy, play your position, bud. It's under Easton. There you go. Right, 4:11 left. No one on the draw. Comes cleanly to Oscar. The boards looking for Hudson. Able to let it enter the Wolfpack zone. Easton Crimson battling, gets it into the Wolfpack zone. Hudson on the forecheck. Squish went for the body, found the boards. Hudson. Now Gio. Oh, sorry, that's Oscar. It's a 9, not an 8. Nolan. Nolan full of space, up to Squish. Aaron pass there, ends up with Easton Crimson. He'll try to chip it ahead, no luck. Oscar now in the corner. Oscar back along the boards for Squish. He'll chip it out, that'll be icy. It's all back and forth. No, they are keeping track of shots on goal. I don't think this is right, but maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here's Ben Lewis. Wolfpack coming right back. Oop. Mason got tripped up there. Shot. Saved by, they scored. Well, we had some momentum there for a while. So, Macari and Ben Lewis and Moline will hop off. Henry, Sam Lewis, and Grayson will come back on with Leo and Gio on D. Draw comes the Wolfpack. They'll dump and chase. Gio takes the body. Henry forces the dump. Shot from the point. Easily saved by Easton. All right, Nolan, Squish, and Putty out there. Easton Crimson with the puck. He's got Leo on his left. audio issues. Thanks, Bets. Let me know if the audio is not good, Bets. I'll keep my phone on me. Using Crimson intercepts a pass. He's got Huddy on his right. Tries to do a little toe drag, no luck. Puck comes free to Nolan. Nolan, shot. It's in the belly. Moline taking the draw. Graham on his right, Ben Lewis on his left. Wolfpack will come away with it. On Leo's side. Shot, save, Easton. Here's Ben Lewis making a rush, got Graham on center. Ben, jump to the far corner. Ben Moline chasing it down, back to the point for Oscar. We've got 30 seconds left in the period, down 1-0. Graham ran into, oh no, he got it. Thought he ran into the ref there. Back to the point again for Oscar. Oscar will think about it, skate in, get a shot, save, rebound. And Wolfpack will skate it out. It's 5 seconds. Oh, there's a punch to the face. Not calling anything. So after one, it's 1-0 Cottage Grove. All right. Here we go, start of the second. Got Nolan, what are the lines here? Graham and Ben Lewis, so I'm changing up the lines again. Here's Ben Lewis, gets a shot, rebound. Ben Lewis, skates, shot just wide. Easton, Graham, Ben in front, back to the point for Leo. Leo, D to D, or no, sorry, not D, but over to Nolan. Ben drops it for Easton at the point. So right now Easton's basically playing right wing. Gets by Leo, all the way down to the goalie. Graham, Caught him a little awkward line change there for Cottage Grove. Ben Lewis now with the puck. Ben to Nolan. Nolan shot. I think he got it. Wow, off his paddle in his glove. All right, a couple more shots on goal. 5, 6. Oh, we got a power play. That's what's going on. I didn't realize that. So 11 seconds left at 5 on 4. Obviously not paying attention. That was our power play unit. That's why it was different. There's Grayson from behind the net. Grayson. Shot. Save. Grayson. Stay. Nice job. Oh, I don't know. That was pretty close. That looked into me. So 5 on 5. We start to close the gap a little bit on shots on goal. Draw comes to the Wolfpack. Skidded in on Gio's side. Grayson harassing. Goes off of Grayson's stick. Here's Grayson. Cuts back for space. Gio. Back behind the net now. Oh, Grayson took a tumble, hit the net. Nope, and that will be nice. I like it. Quick shifts. All right, Nolan on the draw, Hudson on his left, Squish on his right, Easton Krenzen left D, Mason right D. Shot, Graham, save. Easton from the point. He's up in the corner for Squish. They're gonna rush on Mason's side. Shot, saved by Easton. There we go. Easton Krenzen behind the net. He'll come away with it. Get it up to Hudson. Nice job, Hudson. He cleared the zone. Nolan now rushing. He's got Squish on center. Shot wide. Wolfpack now. Mason, dump it back behind the net. Nolan chasing. Wolfpack will dump it. That should be icing if it makes it. Get going, get going, get going. Yep. Clock's all wrong. All right, Verleen, Graham, and Ben Lewis. Here's Ben Lewis. Driving. Shot deflected wide. Oscar defending. He's got Leo on his right. Leo. That was Ben Lewis that got it over to Leo. Leo's shot goes long. Nice. Face off back in our zone. Draw comes to the Wolfpack. All right, Ben Lewis making a rush. Shut down by the Wolfpack. They are offsides. All right, Malin on the draw, Graham on his left, Ben on his right. So here's Oscar making a run. Tip it behind the net. Malin will pick it up or try for it. Going in on Leo's side. Shot, save. Rebound comes to Graham. Graham tried to hit Ben Lewis, intercepted there. Nice job, Graham, to poke it out though. Nice job, Graham, kept harassing. Cottage drove on Leo's side. Leo will take the body. Shot goes long. Graham will pick it up. Hit Ben in the thigh. Leo. He'll dump and go for a line change with 5 sets of fresh legs out there. Grayson. Shot Grayson. Lewis will chip it in, but we're offsides. Draw one back to Gio, over to Leo, up to Sammy. He'll dump it deep. Long pass, floats long, so Gio will pick that up in our zone. We'll drop it for Mason. Henry pass, Henry. Pickpocketed, but leaves it for Sammy. Sammy will carry it in. Henry on center, Grayson on left. Gets pinched, Grayson behind the net. Centering pass, goes all the way back to Gio. Gio cuts in, between the legs. No call. Here's Henry. Grayson. Oh! Best chance yet, but somehow didn't go in. Wolfpack's getting banged up. They got a couple kids limping to the bench. Mason, Sammy. Sammy and Henry making a rush. Just knocked down. Gio there to slow him up a bit. Squish gets it ahead. Lewis still out there. Wheel breaks that up. It's it to Gio. Hits Squish. Oh, Gio caught an edge. Oh. Nice job. I think that was Nolan. Yep, Nolan to Hudson. Here we go. Hudson's pass hit Nolan's skate. Nice job. Christian gets it to Nolan. And it's saved by... No, that's not the one I wanted. Oh, you dumb computer. All right, a little bit of life now. Man, they're catching edges all over the place. Leo just caught an edge. Nice save. Nice score. They scored on the same line again. Ben Lewis, Ben Malin, Graham, Leo, I think Easton out there. All right, here's Oscar. It's Graham. Go to Mason's side. Shot. Centering pass, finds Ben Lewis. Making a rush, Graham in front. Moline trailing. Here's Ben from the corner. Cottage Grove tries to clear. Mason touches it. No ice. Mason will pick it up. Mason over to Oscar. Nice job, Ben Moline, who just decked for it, but good effort, Ben. Getting up a little slow. He's okay. Ben skating to the bench. Ben Lewis. As Moline finally makes it to the bench, he's shook up a bit. Graham will dump it, go for a line change. Oh, Henry's behind the net, didn't see that. Oh, centering pass. Deflected into our zone. Leo. He's got Grayson wide open. Hit him, buddy. There you go. Grayson. Couldn't catch it, so that'll be icing. All right, Henry, Sammy, Grayson. Draw comes to Leo, over to Gio. Gio up to Sammy, touches it. Grayson challenging. Nice hustle, Grayson. Sammy helping. Henry to Sammy. Long pass there. Gio side. Leo up to Sammy. Try to center it. Oh, finds Henry. Henry just a little long for Grayson, but Grayson will carry it in. There's Grayson with a little space. Grayson. Sammy, nice shot, Sammy. Nice job, Grayson. The far boards for Sammy. Use your point, buddy. Nope. Oof. Gio. Shot. Hits a Wolfpack. Henry from the corner. Leo moves it towards the net, finds Sammy. There's going to be a penalty on the Wolfpack. Roughing on the Wolfpack. So we'll get a power play. So the power play unit out there. Ben Lewis, Graham, Nolan with Leo and Easton Crimson. Draw comes back for the Wolfpack. The clock wasn't set. They didn't get the penalty up. So they're working on the clock. All right, draw comes to Leo. Over to Nolan. Through traffic. I think that hit a leg pad. Easton will come outside the zone. Nolan there. Over to Leo. To Ben Lewis. Here's Easton Crimson, centering pass. Nolan shot. We have 1 minute left in the 5-on-4. Nice pass, Lucari over to Ben Lewis. Graham. Easton Crimson. Shot. 35 seconds left. Nolan behind the net. Circling. Shot. The point. Leo as it bounces out. We'll get a face off just outside the zone. All right, Wolfpack will swap out their players. We will keep our players on. Draw one back to Leo. So we have 22 seconds left. It's Easton Crimson to Ben Lewis. Has it pickpocketed. Oh, they give it right to Nolan. Graham to Nolan. 5 seconds left. And 5 on 5. Leo. Gets it to Easton Crimson. Easton. Shot. Blocker save. Shot Easton. He's been Lewis from the corner. Gio will pick it up. Over to Oscar. Here's Sammy. Wolfpack on Gio's side. Gio scored. So they were out there for at least 2.5 minutes, and they scored. Oscar. Sammy. He'll dump and chase it. Grayson in the corner. Gio chips it in as we are offsides. Fresh set of legs for the Wolfpack. Draw over to Grayson. It's Gio. Dump it deep. All right. Go for the long pass over to Sammy's side. Grayson. Has to wait for Sammy, and we are offsides. Gio, he'll dump with Chase. Sammy deflects that. Comes a Wolfpack on, that's it for the period. I got my score wrong here, it's actually 3. So after 2, it's 3-0 Wolfpack. right, start of the third, down 3-0. Nolan on the draw, comes to Easton Crimson. Chip it up over to Hudson's side. To the point for Leo. D to D. Easton, shot, save. All right, Moline on the draw, Lakari on his right, Ben Lewis on his left. Easton Crimson, left D, Leo, right D. Go to Easton side. Easton moves it ahead. It's offsides. That's a mile offsides. Here's Ben Lewis. So we'll get a 5-on-4 as Wolfpack goes for another penalty. They've had more than us, which is got to be the first time that's happened. All right, got our power play unit out there. Ben Lewis taking the draw, Lakari on his right, Nolan on his left, Easton Crimson, right D, Leo left D. Chase it in our zone. Here comes Leo. Over to Nolan. As we get set up, try to get into our spots. Here's Leo. And Wolfpack shoots it into their own bench. All right, we'll swap them out, get some fresh legs in there. Henry Hudson, Sammy, Ben Moline on right D there, and Leo on left D. Draw comes back to Leo, to Henry, back to Leo. Leo shot, bounces into the corner. Wolfpack able to clear. That'll be icing if it makes it. It will, so we'll get a face-off in the Wolfpack zone with 43 seconds left at 5-on-4. Moline on the draw. We have a scrum. Eventually comes to Sammy. Back to Leo at the point. Leo. Moline. Shot. Saved with the face mask. 25 seconds left at 5-on-4 as we'll regroup in our zone. Leo. To Henry. To Moline. Make a pass, buddy. Moline from the point. You're trying to get set up. Long pass. Shot. Ooh. Close one. 5 seconds left at 5-on-4. Henry able to hold it in. Looking for some help. It's now 5-on-5. Sammy coming to help. Sammy comes away with it. Gets deflected towards the net, and Wolfpack will break it out. That'll go long. That'll be icing. All right, fresh set of legs. Lewis takes a shot in the middle of the face-off. They've actually got us with 20 shots on goal. 18 for Wolfpack. I'm not sure if that's right. Ben Lewis finds Nolan behind the net. Nolan to the point for Gio. Gio takes a shot, deflected by Squish, goes behind the net for Ben Lewis. Ben circling, shot. Squish. So Nolan gets checked from behind. I'm not calling anything. Nolan, don't be dumb. Well, Nolan got checked from behind, then he retaliated, and you'll never guess what happened. Coach yelling at Henry to get the stick down. I love it. Nice play. So the Wolfpack capitalize on the power play seconds. Grayson and Lewis entered the zone. Henry trailing. Grayson, Easton. And somebody in the face right away. Mason defending. Nice job, Mason. Shot goes high. Sammy did boards. Shot. Ooh. Easton Crenson up to Grayson. Try to hit Sammy. Here's Mason. Poke checked away. Henry behind our net. Tries to go coast to coast. Gets knocked down. Graham held it in. Oh, I think that was in. Maybe not. Oscar side. Save Easton. Ben Lewis. It's Ben Moline. We're on Oscar's side now. Whoa. Ben Moline. Ben Lewis. Graham. Nice aggressive play. Oscar keeps it in, gets it pushed to the far corner. Leo. Graham on the half wall. Shot high. Centering pass. There we go. All right, Graham's got it. Looking for Ben Lewis. That'll float into the Wolfpack zone. We'll get that fresh set of skaters out there. 7:05 left in the game. Down 4-0. Huddy. Nice job, Huddy. Causing problems. Henry with a flyby and a attempted slash. Easton defending. Easton saving. Huddy up to Henry. .6:20 left in the game. I think it was Henry, Huddy, and I don't remember who else was out there. Sammy rushing. Centering pass kicked aside by Lair. They got it. I don't know how that got in. Well, kind of falling apart. I can't tell what happened there, if he lifted it or just squeezed it underneath. So 6-0. Oop, I got this backwards here. There we go, now we got the shots correct. All right, Easton from our zone. Over to Graham. Graham rushing. Graham. Henry and Ben on center. Graham looking for a Hutchins. Goes Leo at the point. D to D. Easton Crimson. A shot towards the net. Stopped there by Wolfpack. Back behind the net. Easton challenging. Careful, Graham. Yep, dumb. This doesn't matter, but there we go. Now we're getting our penalties. It's running time. Here's Oscar. Gio. It's a white sweater. Oscar over to Gio's corner. Gio hits Nolan in the skate. goes for squish. Nolan able to dump it deep. It's Hudson. Centering pass, goes behind the net. Squish dumps it to the other corner for Hudson. Back to the point for Oscar. Oscar gets a shot off, tipped by Squish. Squish, backhand. And we're going to face off in the Wolfpack zone. All right, Henry, Sam, Grayson. Draw comes back for the Wolfpack. Henry back to Gio. Gio chips it up to Grayson. Grayson will try to, he does get it across. This battle Grayson gets it to Sammy. Sammy, Henry in front. Henry, shot. Good pressure. There's Ben, or Sammy, sorry, the other Lewis. And we're going to face off. Grayson taking on 3 Wolfpack, why not? All right, fresh set of legs. Moline, Lakari, and Ben Lewis with Mason and Easton out there. Let's battle Ben. Easton gets it to Ben Lewis. He's got Graham in front. Ben. 50 seconds left in the game. Down 6-0. Shots on goal, 25 for the Wolfpack, 23 for Duluth. Certainly had opportunities. They've had better ones. Graham. Circling. Moline in front. To the point for Easton Crinzing. Shot. It's a Wolfpack. Spend a lot of time in the zone there. That's good. Here's Mason. Graham, this pass to Moline. It's Easton Crinzin. Crinzin will take a shot. Glove down, that'll do it. All right, that'll do it. Well, good first couple periods. Fell apart there in the end. So 6-0 according to the scoreboard. Shots on goal were 25-24. Don't know if that's right. Definitely had better opportunities. We'll see everybody tomorrow for Jessica Chan. Toodles.